All right, hi, me, Stu Helm, the food fan, with Chef Ryan Kline from Buffalo Nickel, and now we are upstairs, the second floor of Buffalo Nickel, which is freaking huge. If you have never been upstairs at Buffalo Nickel, it is large and in charge up here. And we are at the bar upstairs, which is a beautiful bar, and Ryan is going to go over his initial ideas for the fall menu and walk us through that a little bit. He told me that he usually sits up here at the bar when he does that, so we moved up here so that we could see the chef in his natural habitat. And all right, Ryan, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, so this is pretty much how any menu starts with us. Me and my sous chef or cooks get off work, sit down, have a beer, talk about some things. You always sit, like I said, have this little book with me all the time. It's got our menus in it. It's got pencils, notebook to write on, and we'll sit here and talk about it. All right, we got a menu change coming up. What's working for us right now?
Okay. So you have the current menu.
Yeah.
And you think to yourself, well, what's already working? What are we going to keep on the menu?
Yeah.
What are we going to maybe keep but change a little bit? And what are we going to add that's brand new? Is that how that works out?
Yeah, and we usually, I don't know if I might have it written down, but I always have a list of what's in season. Yeah.
Okay.
So proteins we want to use, the starches we want to use, vegetables that are going to be in season, sometimes cooking techniques on here.
Okay.
And this must be a new one because we're usually drawing arrows like, okay, this would be good here.
Okay.
This is an ingredient we want to use and write it down.
I'm going to focus in on your ingredient list for a little while so that people can see, I hope they can see, that Ryan has what he describes as serial killer handwriting, which is very tiny and neat and almost looks like an art project. But anyway, so you have seasonal ingredients listed there, which are in season right now. And you told me just a moment ago that's the end of tomato season, or not a moment ago, like a half hour ago.
Yeah.
The end of tomato season, we saw a bunch of beautiful tomatoes down in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. And you said that once tomato season is over, no more tomatoes at Buffalo Nickel.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we wanted to we've been lucky enough to do it since we opened. We only serve them when they're peak season. You know, I think they taste like wet cardboard out of season. They're just, they're
horrible.
Yeah,
I agree. Tomatoes in particular are mealy and bad out of season, and they get that sort of like pale salmon color.
Yeah.
Or salmon, I guess is the way to pronounce that word. All right, but let's focus back in on, so you start with the current menu, and where do you think you'll go from there in terms of your fall menu?
I think we got some things, you know, we always have oysters available, deviled eggs usually stay the same, our charcuterie and cheese, pretty standard. Kale salad, we'll look at that, all right, that's selling well. Maybe we change the dressing into something a little more deeper flavor. When I think of the fall and winter time, I think of like more rich flavors, more developed, it's been cooking all day type of flavors, not some.
Right.
A lot of the stuff on our menu right now is a little more fresh, like we're not manipulating the ingredients a lot.
Right.
Just the way it is, you know.
But with fall food, the tradition comes out of, you know, at home, people didn't mind running their oven all day because it was a little colder in the fall. And in the summer, you really don't want to cook that much. So that carries over into restaurant menus where you do have those deeper flavors in the fall.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you cook stuff longer.
Yeah. The more I go down here, there's things at Manchester Farms, you notice I'm wearing their hat. I'm one of their chef spokesmen.
Are you? Okay, let's focus in on the hat. There you go, Manchester Farms.
I met them at a competition dining. It was one of our secret ingredients. And, you know, they had approached me and said, yeah, we like what you did. Can we have this recipe you used? And I was like, yeah, you bring me some T-shirts and hats and stuff, and I'll say lots of good things about your stuff. I love Manchester Farms. Great product. But
so you obviously you love their product before they approached you and gave you free hats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little things like that, though, they go a long way.
The free hats go a long way.
They have the best T-shirts too.
Okay.
They say "quail yeah" on them. I love it.
What do they say?
Quail yeah. Like,
quail yeah.
Like hell yeah.
Oh, quail yeah. Oh, I get it. That's great.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Before we go down here, you know, we see we always have some type of pasta app, medium plate. So we got gnocchi on right now, and something my sous chef Blaine was to do is we wanted to do raviolis. So
okay, I love ravioli.
Yeah, put together a handmade ravioli dish.
You guys make your own pasta in house?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Anybody who serves pasta in this town and doesn't make it in house, I don't even know what to say about that. You know,
just one of those things.
Yeah.
when we look down here, you know, we've got some grilled items. We've got a steak and a pork chop right now.
Yum.
We'll keep a steak, a grilled steak option. Pork chop, we'll probably do some braised pork shanks. I know we had a good dish lined up for that.
Okay.
We'll do short ribs, bring them back for the fall time. You know, everybody
Yum.
likes that.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's just like kind of going between, do we want to use veal short ribs, do we want to use beef short ribs, and others. We start with these ideas, and then it just kind of trees out, and then
Okay.
like I said, to show you this list of things, it'll be 3 pages long by the time we actually get some things set in stone, and we'll go back, cross things off. Always write in pencil too, because there's always things, you know, changing.
Right.
But that's what we do. We go back and forth until we, you know, we go through our testing process, which we'll get to later. We'll be testing a beet salad today.
We're gonna test some food.
Yeah.
All right. I like the sound of that.
We decide whether we like it or not, and if it's going to work, if it fits our brand, you know.
Okay.
And that's, you know, that's how the menu writing process starts. So now it's all, we'll get into the procuring and how do you go buy these things? Where are we going to buy it from? Who's got the best?
Okay.
And
Well, Ryan, we're maxed out on the amount of time that I think people will watch a video.
Yeah, yeah.
So thanks for running us through this part of the process of developing your fall menu, and we will check back in a little bit to talk about procuring those ingredients, and then some of the prep, and then some of the tasting.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Bye.